can I go? VBS, look, can I go? That is what all of us church members hope to hear when we pass out our Vacation Bible School flyers, better known as VBS. Now, almost everybody has planned a major event, whether it be for a wedding or anything. We've all planned a party at one point or another. This year, I've been put in the children's director's position, so it is up to me to plan out VBS. I've helped with this event in years past, so I know a thing or two about how it's generally supposed to operate. So I'm going to tell you a few of the big steps to planning out a VBS or any other major party event. This year, like I said, I'm in charge of VBS, so I'm going to tell you how to make it through without pulling out your hair. I'm going to tell you about planning, advertising, and recruiting volunteers. The first and most important step to any VBS is, well, the planning. The first step to planning a VBS is talking with people in your church and finding out about when you want to have your VBS. Now, according to my Heydays Director's Manual by Group Publishing, they say it's also a great idea to check with your community and make sure there's no major events going on in other churches or, like I said, in the community. This will help raise your attendance level for your VBS because they won't be going to other events. And the next thing you need to do in planning is read through all of your material. You must know your material. Now, I didn't say you had to memorize it, but you have to know it. This will come in handy later on when we talk about volunteering. But in general, you need to know what's supposed to be going on, when, and where. And another thing that is really good for you to do is to collect decorations. Brainstorm with other people in your church or anyone around you. Ask for ideas because you've got to decorate for VBS or any major party. So brainstorm with other people. And once you get a brainstorm going and you know what you want, you kind of know how you want your church to look, make up a list and post it. You would be amazed at the stuff people have laying around their house that they would love to donate to you for VBS. And that makes your budget a whole lot better when you can get stuff that is donated to you. Now, that you kind of have your planning in order, what good does it do to plan if you don't advertise? The first thing you need to do is get a big banner, preferably one with your logo on it. Like this year, we're doing a Heyday theme. So that is on our banner. It's better than just a plain old white banner out in front of the church because everybody's used to seeing those. They just kind of drive right on by and don't pay any attention. But when you have some color to it, that changes the whole thing. That catches people's eye. Now, according to Jenny Frenderburg, who belongs to ministrytochildren.com, she agrees with me completely when I say word of mouth is the best advertising there is. If you get people excited about VBS, they're going to tell somebody, and they're going to tell somebody else, and they're going to tell somebody else. Next thing you know, everybody knows. And the best part about word of mouth, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Now, the next thing that you can do for advertising is print out some flyers. And about a week before VBS, go hand them flyers out. I also personally leave a stack of flyers in the front foyer about a month before VBS. And I encourage people, and I remind them, those flyers are out there. Take them. Give them to people that you know or any place that you know might want to have a flyer put up, like the gas station or something like that. Now that you've planned and you've printed out your flyers, it's time to find volunteers. Now this is where I said, remember, planning is essential because if you know your material, you're going to know who would fit best in what position. So say you go up to Joe and say, hey Joe, would you please do Bible Adventures for me? He's likely to say, well, I'll think about it, or maybe he could just give you a straight up answer of no. But if you know your material, you can go up to Joe and you can say, Joe, I'm so glad I saw you. I really need someone to do Bible adventures. I need someone to play the part of Zacharias, and you would make the perfect Zacharias. You are just absolutely perfect for this part. And guess what? You put them on the spot, which some people don't like, but most than likely, if they are perfect for that spot, and you let them know they're perfect, they are going to tell you that they will do it. Now, Craig Bernowski of PTO Today put out an article of 25 ways to catch and keep volunteers. Do not ever turn down help. You cannot do VBS on your own. You cannot do any major party event on your own. So please don't ever turn down help. You can always, always find something for everybody to do. Who knows? You may plan on 50 kids and end up with 70 kids. So you might need an extra crew leader. You know, everybody loves to help out with games. There's always something that people can do. Even if they come up and they volunteer to help with VBS 6 months ahead of time, say, okay, great. I will find something for you to do, and kind of stay in touch with them during that 6 months and say, okay, well, this is kind of what we're planning on for VBS. So don't ever turn away anybody. You're always going to need help. And about a week before VBS, have a meeting with everybody that has volunteered to help and everybody that is a crew leader. That way you know everybody has the things they need, everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, because you don't want to get out there at the last minute and have a crew leader go, I don't have this. And then the next thing you know, you're running to the store real quick buying supplies that you should have already had. So it's very important to have that meeting the week before to make sure everybody has what they need. Now, I've given you the 3 key steps to planning a VBS or any major party event without pulling out your hair. So keep all of those 3 steps in mind. Like I said, I've planned a VBS, helped plan VBS in the past. And just remember, you've got to plan, then you've got to know what you're going to do, which is knowing your material, and you have to advertise, and you have to get your volunteers. So, the next time you want to plan a major party event, take a deep breath, remember the few simple things that I have told you, and you can always, if you need more information than what I have provided you, you can always ask anybody else who has planned a major event, or you can even surf the web. There is thousands of websites that can tell you and help you with ways to plan your major event.